Go ahead and do this here. This is Self-Publishing with Dale here on November 26th, Black Friday, as they call it. I hope Black Friday's treating you well as an author and self-publisher and as an online entrepreneur. Hopefully you're getting a ton of sales and also landing a good couple of deals. I published a video earlier this week on the podcast where I covered some good deals to look out for. So rather than bloviating about that stuff, I'm not going to go on about it. But I'm going to recommend, if you are an author, go and get the Pro Writing Aid deal. It is insane. 50% off. Go to dalelinks.com/PWA deal. You'll thank me. Get the lifetime deal. Just get a 50% off. Be done with it. Honestly, no sense in spending like the $300 or $400 for lifetime access. And if you're currently using Grammarly on the monthly, just switch over to Pro Writing Aid. Honestly, I haven't regretted it, and I've been using it for over the last year and a half or so, and I don't miss Grammarly whatsoever. Rainy day, so I'm in my element, ready to sprint. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. How are you folks doing? If you're watching this on the replay, by the way, this is just kind of a reminder. You're going to have to skip forward to like the 10-minute mark when we'll actually start the sprints. I always kind of give everybody a little bit of time to come in and join me and make sure that we kind of make this more of a party. How was your Thanksgiving, folks in the United States? Those outside the United States, if you happen to celebrate, let me know how it went for you. I know Hannah Jacobson, a good friend of mine, founder of Book Award Pro, had texted me and said that her and Jay, the other founder of Book Award Pro, were in Turkey celebrating Turkey Day. Pun intended. But they had dropped me a message and they were still celebrating, so that was really cool to hear. I'm really pumped up. Yesterday I had a very productive writing sprint. Today we're going to shoot for a full 2 hours. If we get up to that full 2 hours and decide, let's go ahead and keep going, we might. I can't promise anything, but I'll give you at least 2 hours today. What are you working on? I am working on the Publish Wide Guide. And what this book should have been 10,000 to 15,000 words. And right now I'm at 9,158, and I don't even think I'm halfway through. Probably a third of the way through. So I have a feeling this is going to be about 30,000 words when it's all said and done. So I got some writing to do this weekend. And speaking of, in the event I feel like getting people to come along with me and join me on the ride, there's going to be a new feature I'm going to be offering on Twitch as well as on YouTube, where it's going to be a silent writing sprints. And how it will work is I'll give you the very basic instructions. We'll do what we normally do in the 25 minutes, but when it gets to the 5-minute break, there'll be like some music and my microphone will be muted. Why is that? Well, if I were to keep streaming every day, all day long, my wife would never be able to get her work done. So I thought probably the best solution is to do like a silent writing sprint where everybody gets at least the information that they need to. So I'll do like a 20 or 30 second clip explaining writing sprints, and then it'll go right into the writing sprints. And then in the 5 minutes in between, I'll cue everybody up again with that basic information, and then we'll go back into it and rinse and repeat. I've got various songs downloaded, so that way it's a lot more fun. But stay tuned to this channel. That might happen this weekend if I'm feeling froggy, or going into December. So be aware there might be potential of me doing some sprints going into December. Andy says, bit worried. I'm at 666 subscribers. Should I be worried the devil will be after me soon? Well, if you're Christian, probably, I guess. It's not something I buy into. I'm just watching right now. I do need to DM you later. Okay, good. Sounds great. I probably won't be on Messenger later. I've already went on for the day. So Kathy, if you don't hear from me, till next week, my apologies, but I just try to limit my exposure to Facebook. Hope everyone's writing is productive today. Me too. 2 hours, we'll try to stay as long as possible. Awesome. Are you serious? As I'm not home right now, but we'll join as soon as I come back. So maybe around 3 or 4 at least. Awesome. Good. I'll see you then. Been editing all morning. I'm not sure I'll stay more than an hour, but we'll see where the sprints take me. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Jocelyn said, I had a great Thanksgiving working on my work in progress. Nice. Alrighty, folks. I'll be looking out for sprints years. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, but okay, cool. We are right now multi-streaming out to YouTube as well as Twitch. Shh, don't tell them. So if you're enjoying this, make sure that you either A, follow me over on Twitch, or B, subscribe to me on YouTube so you don't miss out on broadcasts like this. We're going into some writing sprints. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to focus on writing or something productive in our writing field for the next 25 minutes. After that 25 minutes is set, we're going to take about a 5-minute break. Get up, step away from your work. Of course, make sure you save it before you do walk away, and then come right back to it. We're going to do this for 4 rounds, 25 minutes on, 5 minutes off. If you guys and gals are ready, I'm going to hit the mute on my mic, and let's get this thing going. Let's see what you can do. See you on the other side, folks. Alrighty, how did you guys do that round? I feel like I kicked some butt, took some names, feeling pretty good about it. I started out the day at 91.58, and I just wrapped up this round at 99.40. Puts me just south of 800. Not bad. Pretty happy with that. It's going to slow down just a little bit because I have to go through and fact check some stuff, but I'm sure as soon as I get past this particular section of doing aggregate publishing, it's going to be smooth sailing. So I'll probably end up writing a lot faster, you know, especially when it comes to each one of the guides, because there's going to be a guide for ebooks, there's going to be a guide for print books, and there's going to be a guide for audiobooks. So that way people can just open up when they need to go and publish their next book wide. They can just simply go in, look at the checklist, follow it step by step, and get it uploaded. All right, how did you do? Let me see here. Exotic Expression Dance Fitness says, I have cut out almost 1,000 words today. My goal was 200. Granted, I dedicated my entire day to this and got up early to get started, but worth it. Break time. Yes, break time, folks. Make sure you get on up. Make sure you save your work, all right? I don't want you making the mistake of not saving and walking away and going, oh, no. So I'm giving a friendly reminder. Brandy got 125 words. Everyone wants to call or text when I'm in my sprinting time. That's it. In fact, you probably even noticed, like, I reached down. I noticed someone had texted me. Cool. It's like my wife says she's heading home. She went out for some shopping there. Moonshin King, how you doing? Great. Good to see you, man. Yeah, good to see you. Let's see here. Who else do we have here in the chat? Sent DM, no rush. Just need some information. You got it. You got it. Sounds good. Cool. Steven Sarah, what's going on, book bro? How you doing, man? Been kind of lurking. Hey, dude, stop lurking. Get on out. Join in the fun. Start working on your next epic masterpiece. Hopefully it will be a lot faster than, you know, writing for the next 10 years or something like that, because I know that your first title took you a long time. So, but if you don't feel like writing, you can always just join in, open up your manuscript. You can always use polishing. Still tired from cooking and cleaning all day yesterday. No kidding. Gotcha. That happens. Didn't do, it was so funny. My brother brought up a good point. And he actually has one daughter, 13, 14 years old. No, maybe she's 15. No, I think she's 15 now I think about it. And then he has two grown sons that live with him. And he just decided this year, he's like, no, I'm not making up a big fancy Thanksgiving meal. I guess he invested about $150 last year into a Thanksgiving meal. He said everybody ate something the day of, everybody pigged up, but there was a lot of food left over. And he said most of it went bad in the fridge. So he said this year, he's like, you know, screw it. Let's just make tacos. And everybody seemed just happy. So I kind of follow the same philosophy because I just don't eat meat. So turkey's not my thing. Most type of stuff that's a staple of Thanksgiving meals typically is not vegan approved. So yesterday I made up some mushroom tofu mixed with a side of green beans, fresh green beans, as well as some really good mixed quinoa grains. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. I'm on my 10th year too. Nice. Make stuff for my brother-in-law. Folks, I got 1 minute here before we jump into the very next thing here. I hear my cat calling, so I'm going to be right back here right before we have to start. She can be so needy sometimes. She's getting a little older. She's pretty much blind, high blood pressure. She has sinus issues and missing 3 ribs. So she loves to have as much attention as she can. Folks, we got another round of 25 minutes of writing straight. Let's go ahead and get on into it in 2 seconds. Let's go. Well, now, that was another 25 minutes down. That went really, really fast. How did you do? Exotic Expression Dance Fitness says, I'm currently reading a 500-page book. Would have been better if they had cut out the fluff and dropped it to 350. It's inspired me to look for any fluff to cut in my work. Ruthless editing today. Yeah. I think a lot of people will watch me and they will see like, oh, he's doing 800 words, or there's been sometimes where I've done 900 or even 1,000 words within a half hour. But the reality of the situation is there's a lot of stuff I'm going to end up cutting out, like lots of words. The last manuscript, I easily cut out an additional 4 pages, and that was just from basic editing, like going through and going, okay, that's irrelevant language. Like I am guilty of putting in leading sentences with conjunctions. That's my biggest thing. Passive sentence structure. And the other one is I'll put in things like bear in mind or remember or things like that. And it's just inessential. So getting that stuff removed, it always makes it more readable. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to just try to make yourself sound smart by having more words within a sentence, but more so that you want to sound more smart by being selective with the words that you use within your text. So hopefully that helps you out. What's going on, silent author? How you doing? You join us today. Brandy said 314 words. Let's see how many words I got cranked out here this time. I'm at 10,490. So that puts me somewhere about 550 words. Slowed down a little bit that time. I had to double check a few things and had to rearrange a couple areas because I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense for me to go ahead and lead with this. Let me go ahead and go into this. So at least got it kind of addressed. Brandy got 314 words. Oh my gosh, yes, the remember, snip, snip. Yes, remember. Like, no, like they were reading this book. Don't treat your readers like they're dumb. It's never a good idea. Can I ask a question? You just did. I miss. Easy Graphics got 155 words. Nice. Rose is a time traveler from the future. Rose was sent to past to protect the children, which will become legendary in the future. And because the future, they're not a team, so she will make them become a magic superhero team. Rose kills and sometimes threats anyone who get in the main hero and side heroes' ways. Is that a anti-hero or supervillain? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to probably make that question a little bit more basic. I'm not really sure. Time traveler's future. Rose was sent to past protect the children, which will become legendary in the future. Because future, they're not a team, so she will make them become a magic superhero team. Threatens anyone who gets in the main hero sideways. Anti-hero or supervillain? I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, there's more context to that. I don't know. You would have to poll your readers. I would say get some good beta readers together and toss it over towards their direction and ask them, hey, how's this suiting you? So just kind of give me a generalized overview, as unfortunately I'm just not going to be able to give you a very good answer because it just depends on the context. We have to read the entire book to determine, is this an anti-hero or is this a supervillain or a villain of some sort? It sounds very villainous if someone's having to destroy or hurt or kill somebody in order to get their way. So anti-hero typically is, I don't know, I don't feel like that suits that. That almost seems very villainous to me. Anti-hero is just like the unwilling, like the person who's normally not the paint by numbers type hero, superhero cape and things like that. Yeah, you're going to have to pull your beta readers, I would say. 234 words. Good job, Moonshin. I was trying to say before I accidentally hit the send button is I must have cut out the word remember at least a dozen times today. Oh, wow. I only write when I'm on your stream. Nice. Keep coming, man. Keep coming. We're going to be here on Monday and Tuesday again, folks. We will be taking a brief break in December. I understand. If your writing sessions stop, my book will be forever resting in peace for sure. Man, I'll do the best I can, buddy. I'll do the best I can. I do have to take some time off, but if you are subscribed on YouTube or following me on Twitch, you will definitely get the notifications about when I do impromptu lives going into December. It'll probably be a bit more impromptu. All right, folks, we have another session to get through. We're only halfway through the day. Let's see what we can do in this next session. See you in 25 minutes. What the heck? That time already gone? All right, 25 minutes down again, folks. Man, that time went by so fast. We got another round to go. How did you do in that specific round? I felt like I slowed down a little bit, but not angry about it. 11,045 words. So I did about 555 words. Not terrible. Not terrible. Having to go through and fact check all these type of things and cite sources sometimes be a pain in the butt. Silent author, you already returned. Good. Glad to see you back. Easy Graphics hopping off now. Have a great sprint and weekend ahead. Thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate it, buddy. Are you serious? Got 299 words. Are you serious? Every time I say that, it almost seems like I'm like, are you serious? 299 words. If you're watching this on Twitch, you probably have no context because you don't see the chat over on YouTube. But the person's name is Are You Serious? I'm just saying the name. Moonshin King got 358 words. Nice work, Moonshin. Brandy got 216 words. Wonderful job. Silent Author says, started writing. My 4th rewrite is now 52 words. Good job. Nice work. Excellent stuff. Rewriting is never a fun task. I almost always I get the first edit back typically is when I have to go through and do some rewrites. And that's typically, I'm like, can I just pay someone to do it? Yeah, I literally make that whining sound too, by the way. I would greatly appreciate sprints in December. I could use sprints all year. I have multiple projects to work on, and sprints have been the most useful tool in actually making progress. Hang in there. Hang in there. I know for sure I will be doing it every weekday in January because I'll be doing the 31 short stories in 31 days. In December, we just got to kind of see. It's going to probably be impromptu type things when I need to see about getting some stuff accomplished. I'd looked for some sponsors to otherwise pay for the overhead costs because while I'm doing this type of stuff, other areas of my business kind of fall off. I'd already planned NaNoWriMo. I was like, okay, I'm going to be doing this no matter what, and this helps me stay on track. But in months like December, when my priorities kind of focused in other areas, that's where sometimes sponsors really do help out a lot. Maybe I just should put something in place future years that, like, if people want to continue to do something like that, we can consider other avenues like the channel memberships or subscriptions over on Twitch in order to kind of keep things going. Because when I don't do specific tasks in my work, I've got to pay somebody else to do it. And so that's where it becomes a bit of a problem. I got to admit to you, though, I'm feeling a little bit of pressure because obviously you're getting great positive results and I don't want you to lose that. So what I would say is in the month of December, try to find other channels. Celinda LaBruce, I did a broadcast with her yesterday. She would be a great one to kind of go follow because she'll be doing some writing sprints, or try to do some of your own. That's another way to kind of get things going. You don't have to keep your face on the camera if you don't want to. You can always just keep your manuscript up, keep a microphone going, and do the full process kind of like this. So never has to be anything fancy, folks. I would greatly appreciate, though. Yes, that's awesome, though. I appreciate you appreciating it. So we got about another minute left before we go into our very last round. It is Black Friday, folks. Please be safe out there. Don't fight over toys. And don't spend money you don't have. I know sometimes it just seems so tempting to like, oh my gosh, that's a great deal. But you shouldn't be putting putting yourself deep into debt in order to get doodads and gadgets and services and companies and things like that. You'll start to understand that even more, I'm sure, as time goes on and you're getting some traction in this whole business of writing and publishing. I have backup writing sprint YouTubers I watch, but you're at the top of the list. Oh, thank you, Brandy. I appreciate it. This is why you don't put all your eggs in one live writing sprint YouTube channel. That's it. That's it. No nonsense sprinting. That's what I'm all about, Brandy. I've been to some of those ones where they just they talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And sometimes they do writing sprints and they talk. No, shut up. That's like my thing. It's like, I want to stay focused. I want to be on task. Speaking of on task, we got 25 minutes ahead of us here, folks. Let's see if we can finish out our Friday with a big bang. I do appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Let's get to it. Make it a good one, folks. Alrighty. Hit the save, folks. Let's call it a session. That was 2 hours. Solid work. Give yourself a round of applause. I'm wrapping up at 11,536 words. So, all in all, today looks like I might have got about 2,000 words, which ain't terrible. 11,536 minus 9158 equals 2378. So not too bad. 2,300 words. I'll take it. I think it's probably going to go a little bit smoother once I get past some of these chapters. This is a book that unfortunately I have to cross-check everything and make sure I'm not talking out my rear end and then cite the sources. That way, if for some reason something changes, I can blame the other platform. Like, so for instance, Smashwords, let's say they changed their royalty rate from 85% to 75%. I've at least got the website. It'll send them on over to that direction. And if it's for some reason changes, I can go, hey, look, that's on them, not me. So I'm just trying to do my best that I can. But going through, I've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 more platforms I got to cover. So I have that deep dive. And then a 4th section where I mentioned some miscellaneous aggregate publishers to consider, but I won't go deep diving on them at all. And then I hit self-distribution, which is going to be a fun, simple one, very little research involved. And then some different things that I show for preparation work when you're wanting to go and publish wide. I hit that chapter as well. And then the publish wide guide for ebooks, publish wide guide for print books, and publish wide guide for audiobooks. They're all 3 separate chapters, and it's just a simple checklist, like do this, 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 and this. So that way people can just go through and plow through each one of those tasks as quickly as humanly possible. Because that's the whole thing, is I'm all about efficiency. When you can work at an efficient rate, you free up your time to do other things that you enjoy. Like, I don't know, hanging out with your elderly cat who yells at you while you're trying to do writing sprints. So Moonshin says 532 words, and for the day, who knows? There you go. 532 words. It's excellent, man. I'm glad to hear that you're really, getting on that horse and keeping it going. Keep an eye out. I'm just going to see what's going on this weekend. I might do some silent writing sprints just as a test to kind of see. I know there's going to probably be some confusion because everybody's used to me jib, jab, jib, jab, jib, jab. But I'm going to see how well it performs without the talking. And then in between each one of them during our breaks, I'll have some light music playing and then probably an explainer video. That way, whenever we go in or out of a sprint, people know what's going on. I don't ever want to just assume, because it's so crazy. I'll have someone come over here. It's inevitable. Every week, at least one person pops in and goes, "What are you doing? Why isn't your mic on?" Read the description. Please read the description. And if you're on Twitch, you probably can figure it out. Just draw 2 and 2 together. But I think it's YouTube typically that's notorious for that. Or get some commenters where you're like, "You didn't even try. You didn't try." I'm all about efficiency too, in my dreams. Nice. Efficient dreaming. That's a good idea. Brandy says 792 total for today. Moonshine, that sounds almost like a sci-fi premise, Efficient dreaming. Like, do you not dream at night? Maybe we can implant some dreams in you so you can dream efficiently. It'd be like Total Recall, but like for dreams. Brandy, laughing till you're crying emoji face. Nice. Well, folks, as much as I would love to stay on here and jib jab with you folks, I am starved. I want to go grab some food. Kelly just got back in from her Black Friday shopping. I might dig in and do some writing sprints later on today, but it'll probably be off the air. Just so keep an eye. Maybe this weekend I might hit like a sprint or 2 and then try out the whole silent sprinting method and see if that will work out. If you guys enjoyed today's content, could you do me just one small favor? Hit the thumbs up over on YouTube. But if you're on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow so you don't miss a single one of these broadcasts. It's one of the greatest ways to help kind of give back to this channel, pay for some of the overhead costs. There's no obligation to you. You can either join the channel memberships, which there's a link inside the description, as well as inside the pinned comment over on YouTube. And then over on Twitch, if you become a subscriber. Subscriptions are one of the best ways to help kind of keep things going. I plan on staying on Twitch, doing some more on Twitch. Most likely a lot of my writing sprints is going to live over on Twitch. So when I do end up doing some impromptu writing sprints, it might just be strictly on Twitch. We'll see. Get some food. Hey, thank you so much, Brandy. I appreciate it. Good luck with your hunger. Thank you. Jocelyn Carter laughing at the Total Recall. The original Total Recall, not the more recent one, which I heard was complete drivel. Sprinting to the fridge next. Yeah, I don't have to go too far. It's literally 5 steps out this way. All right, folks. Thanks so much. Have an awesome weekend. Please be safe out there during Black Friday. Guard your wallets. And I hope to see you Monday latest. We'll be doing some more writing sprints at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Tuesday.